And it's time for Lefties Losing It. And let's start with fallen celebrity Ellen DeGeneres, who is such a horror show that she's been variously described by staff and guests as toxic, terrifying, manipulative, demeaning, and the worst and meanest person I've met. Yes, that fake persona, the down-to-earth girl with a sunny disposition, well, that all fell apart when those who worked with Ellen exposed what she was really like behind the scenes, including this terrifying tidbit from a cameraman who alleged that an employee was pressured to move their child's bone marrow transplant to accommodate Ellen's schedule. Yikes. So naturally, we are just desperate to know what lefty Ellen, who fled Trump's America to move to the UK, thinks about ICE and efforts to deport illegal immigrants.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to say I am so sorry for what is happening in Minneapolis and our country, really, but specifically Minneapolis right now because it's where I shot my last stand-up special, and everybody there couldn't have been more lovely. I shot it there because they say it's the happiest city in America, and I found that to be true. So my thoughts and my prayers are going out to everyone. And I'm proud of everyone who's protesting peacefully, and I am sorry for anyone who has been hurt just for protesting, for doing what you should be doing.
Oh, she's proud of the protesters, is she? The supposedly peaceful protesters who spit on ICE agents, who attack them, try to run them over. And good news, these feral protesters aren't just busying themselves storming churches and attacking law enforcement and trying to help criminals escape deportation. They're devoting a whole day to a walkout. This is a campaign headed by actress Frances Fisher. She's as mad as hell.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
On January 20th, we are walking out to free America.
And walking in to remove the regime.
We're walking out of work, walking out of school.
We're walking out of anywhere and everywhere.
Because it's past time that we stop cooperating with fascism.
It all sounds a little bit insurrection-y to me. They want to remove the regime, as they call it. They mean the democratically elected president who won in a landslide?
Congress has the power to remove a tyrant from office. It's not an option. It's their sworn duty.
So at 3 p.m., we'll start walking in to local congressional offices to demand impeachment and removal.
We are peacefully demanding that our representatives file their own articles of impeachment
Against Trump and senior Trump officials.
And we are demanding that they force a vote.
Donald Trump has committed tyranny and obstruction of justice.
And turning ICE into a paramilitary force is an act of treason.
On January 20th, we are telling our congressional officials that it is their duty right now to impeach, convict, and remove.
Impeach, convict, and remove.
impeach, convict, and remove.
Yep, what they're talking about there is a peaceful coup, an insurrection, probably something the FBI should be keeping an eye on. And talking about the FBI, they're going to investigate the storming of a church in Minneapolis by anti-ICE activists who terrorised parishioners, including children. And guess who was there with them? Former CNN hack Don Lemon.
Just imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here. But again, careful, it's very slippery right here. Yeah. It's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here, but that's what really, careful, please, really slippery. Not kidding. That's what protesting is about, and so
that's what protesting is all about, terrifying young children. You can see kids there being forced to leave the church service. They should be safe in the sanctity of a church. This is your idea of a righteous protest, a terrified child there being comforted by adults. I mean, what sort of an absolute callous clown is Don Lemon? And if you think he's taken any accountability for his part in this activism, you'd be wrong. Apparently, anyone upset must be a white supremacist.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much. And so, yeah, I absolutely 100%, but it's an intimidation tactic. And, I said, I don't understand how I've become the face of it when I was a journalist. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there.
Where does one start? So, if you object to a mob of crazed lunatics storming a church during Sunday service, frightening little kids of all colours, then you're a selfish, entitled white supremacist. That's the story you're running with, Don. And interesting that he chose to speak there to Jennifer Welch, the uniquely awful hard left hater who cheered on those who called for conservatives to be killed, including those who defended the murder of Charlie Kirk. She's so full of bile and hate, and the fact that she has any presence on mainstream media like MSNBC, MS Now, shows you how far the left have fallen. Here she is with male Karen Jim Acosta talking about mass arresting her political opponents, including the likes of Elon Musk and President Trump.
Yes. Blue tsunami means that Congress is going to haul Elon Musk, big balls, and a bunch of other people's ass in front and say, what crimes did you commit? And it's going to get really serious. And the same with Trump, because I believe, and this is just my opinion, that Trump and all of the bottom-feeding morons surrounding him, and Elon Musk and all the bottom-feeding Klingeroners that surround him, I think they commit crimes every day. And I think to reconcile all of this is going to take hardcore, not integrity Democrats. F you Democrats, f you f***ing over our country. We are serious about this. We are prosecuting.
There you go. She wants to round up her political opponents, and to use her words there, she is not interested in integrity Democrats. She wants those who will weaponize the justice system again to attack conservatives. How did that work out the last time, Jen? Now, I've long said a septum ring is a signal to the world, a warning of serious mental health issues. And here's further proof of that theory. This woman, I think, doesn't just need a straitjacket. I think she needs a jail cell.
You can just kill ICE agents. You know that? You can just kill them. You don't have to hold your phone in their face and ask people when their birthday is and ask people what their name is and then try to find wherever they end up in Los Angeles. You can kill them. This isn't about social media clout anymore. This isn't about video. This isn't about the phone. This is about get a gun and start killing ICE agents. They are deputized corrections officers. Kill them.
Now, while Hollywood continues to alienate half their potential audience by being stupidly woke at every given opportunity, there are those in the entertainment sector bucking the trend. Not many, mind you, but there are programs like the brilliant Landman that mock the left. Here the program confronts the excesses of the trans movement, including the obsession with pronouns.
So what are your pronouns?
My pronouns? I would hope that's pretty clear.
Yeah, I don't make assumptions. You could identify as a sunflower.
You know, I've been told I look like one.
I use they, them.
You know, I've always been curious. Why they, them? Because there's just one of you, and those are plural pronouns. Just never really understood the hoopla of pronouns. My name's Ainsley, and I just can't really come up with a reason why you would address me in third person in a conversation that I'm a part of. So if you do, I'm probably not there. So I wouldn't really know what pronouns you're using anyways. So why would it matter?
This is my safe space, and I need my environment crafted to support my mental health.
And Landman also shows the manner in which universities enforce hard left conformity. This program shows who the real bullies are.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that she wants me to express myself at all.
How so?
Well, for example, their pronouns.
Here we go.
What?
Nothing. I'm just preparing myself to be offended by all means.
I don't care what someone's pronouns are. I mean, using a plural pronoun for one person is just kind of incorrect.
Says who?
Well, the English language.
Ainsley, I'm not going to argue the evolving nature of pronoun usage with you. They would prefer you use they, them. Why is that an issue?
Let's bring in Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, the popularity of Landman, I think, speaks not just to the quality of the program, but the desire out there for Hollywood to tackle these issues, because anytime they do cover it, it seems to be in a very skewed fashion.
Indeed. From a business perspective, it's such a wide open field. For anybody willing to do it, there's literally half the country, tens of millions of people who are crying out for quality content in this space. That's why you see some of it coming up in the alternative media space, but not so many mainstream directors, producers, creators. Taylor Sheridan, the creator behind this, also of Yellowstone. He's from Texas. He very smartly doesn't wear his politics on his sleeve, we can infer. But he's creating art. He loves to depict rural, working class settings.
Yes.
Obvious, rugged masculinity, natural femininity, like these characters here when you see that. And it's almost like he's doing a wink and a nod, I think, to half the country about what he's talking about.